This is where...
As a matter of fact...
It's the school. This is where the gun comes in.
He was in the army. He's got it.
They're gonna need that fire department.
Are you expecting anyone?
No. Charles.
Hey, Mom. Little sister.
Hi, Betty. Have you missed me?
Oh my god, he looks like a blonde Charles Manson. That was the explosion! We did get a Hiram attack. It wasn't the school, it wasn't Pops, but it was the maple farms, the blossom maple trees. Reggie just burned the whole freaking forest down, so we're gonna need our firefighters very soon. And now all the prisoners are loose. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Poor Betty. Poor freaking Betty. And I feel like, again, like this is going to be Glenn's dream right here. But Glenn is involved with this somehow, I feel. Oh my god, we just need to jump back in. I didn't even consider that.
I've been visiting Charles in prison over the years.
Oh my god.
They have guns, Mom. I see that.
Chick and I would like to be married. With our family present.
How? You don't even have a minister.
Charles had me get ordained online so that I could marry them in prison.
But this is so much better.
Hiram hired them to go there. That's what it is. He gave them guns. He hired them to go there.
Watches, wallet, cell phones, jewelry in the backpack.
God. Got a machete? Yeah, Kevin!
We need to move out.
There are 11 civilians in here. We don't know how many armed inmates are out there. We stay put, Sergeant.
I now pronounce you husband and husband.
Oh
Juniper,
God,
don't get that.
These twins are scaring me, man.
Right, you two went to the academy together. Oh, is that why you're writing your dissertation about us? The Cooper family?
The hell? I don't count.
Of course you do, babe.
Don't count.
I think we should all play a game.
It's a good thing you told me about Parents Night.
I overheard some of my fellow inmates saying they were getting paid to trash the town, especially this school.
Only Hiram Lodge would be
Freaking
crazy enough to
Hiram.
do that. General, you only have 6 bullets in that gun. What are you gonna do when you run out? We can slip out through a tunnel behind the boiler, and then I can get everyone at the sheriff's station safely.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Pincushion man. Where the youngest member of a family takes a pin and sticks it in the pincushion man. Juniper is the youngest member of our family by 3 minutes?
All you have to do is stick it in the pincushion, man. Nice and deep.
Please, Charles, I'm begging you. She's 9 years old, okay? There's no hope for us. But there's still hope for them, okay? Please.
You're right. Juniper doesn't need to lose her innocence tonight. But that means you have to take her turn.
Juniper, Dagwood, get upstairs now.
Rotten hell, Glenn.
I can't believe she actually did it.
Mom! We need to get him to a hospital right now.
Does she like actually have to stab him though? Couldn't she have just thrown the knife like right before? I feel like Betty could have just been like whoosh and not stabbed Glenn, but at the same time, I guess her being like, oh, like it would have given him time to shoot her. So she stabbed him and he was like, whoa, and then it distracted him enough for her to attack. I cannot believe they were gonna make the little kids do it. I was like, you know what? It's Riverdale. There's a very good possibility that this little girl is about to stab a man. But no, they were fine. They were safe. This episode's crazy. It's crazy. Just dancing naked.
Writing?
I've actually already completed the first part. Who cares? Will you just dance with me, please? Don't be such a Betty.
A what?
The first sign of fun and you just try to kill it.
No, ew.
Yeah.
Don't compare.
No, this is for your own good. You have to get some real writing done. I'll be back in the morning.
Wait.
Morning. You can't do that to someone on mushrooms. He's gonna lose his shit. There's a candle right there. What if he knocks?
Oh, I knew you'd come back.
Of course. It won't be a problem.
Betty.
It was really awful what I did to you senior year, wasn't it? Forgive me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
He must be tripping hard. Oh my god, it's gonna see him off, man. Oh my god, I thought this was no.
It was really awful what I did to you. I can help you out of this jam, baby.
Mumsy?
Mumsy.
What are you doing here?
Nightmare child. I have escaped that hideous prison.
You wouldn't know.
The curse of our ancestors demands that all living blossoms must die.
Unless...
We sacrifice the interloper.
Oh, hell no.
No, Min, wait!
There's no time to give chase. We must pray.
Die in the fire and then be like, oh, well, it worked out. Oh my gosh.
You lied to me, Chad.
I can explain.
You told me you signed the divorce papers, all that talk about not wanting to fight, about closure.
Hear me out.
Should ask
For the past year, I got involved in an investment scheme. No one would believe that the she-wolf of Wall Street didn't know about the dirty dealings going on in her own business.
That does it. We're gonna have to off him.
If I trusted my instincts over your orders, my men might still be alive.
If you're not going to play ball, then I'll make you the scapegoat. You have a choice.
And if you do force me to take the stand, I'll speak my truth.
Yes. And we'll see who Washington believes.
He actually did get the handcuff off of him? Or someone did.
It's transubstantiation.
Number 4? And now he's sober? So we were right. The rat scene was in the bunker and the little girl scene was in the bunker, but it was with Jughead doing mushrooms. Did not see that one coming. I cannot believe that Tabitha actually left him until the morning. I guess actually it might not still be the morning. 10 minutes could have passed by. We're not sure yet. I don't know if he is necessarily hallucinating that now. I thought he was just having these little spurts of like moments where he was seeing stuff, and now he sees this giant bright light. I hope they show us what the light is. I really hope they show us what the light is. Is that the end of Charlotte's Girl? Like she just runs off into the fiery abyss. That was a really funny scene though. Charlotte and Mumsy are like, it's not a bad idea. I feel bad for Archie. Archie trying to do the right thing. He saves his friend. I really thought that there was something else going on there, which there was, but I thought it was involving his friend. It's not. It's involving his general. He's trying to do a shady thing and cover it up now. Archie's not going to stand for that, though. He's going to fight for it.
Uncle Frank's gonna lay low here for a bit, and my mom's gonna talk to the parole board about how he helped us.
Yeah, fingers crossed Mary Andrews comes through.
I'm staying in New York.
Why?
I'll explain everything when I get back, okay?
Ronnie, don't do this.
He's not dumb, Ronnie.
Have fun.
You've done well, Reggie. And today's a good day.
Thanks for letting me know.
The bad seed. How appropriate.
That was Glenn. He's okay. Charles is still in the ICU at Shankshot, but seems like he's gonna make it. The FBI has decided to relocate the Lonely Highway case upstate. I will get justice, Mom.
He's gone? Why is there so much blood? Are you kidding me? What? I get that this is a mid-season finale, but what? You cannot leave me like that. Oh my gosh. So Chip and Charles are okay. Charles is in the ICU, and Glenn's great. Yay. Like, I don't hate him, but I don't love him at this point. He has a flesh wound, which is what she intended, Betty says, because she knows where to hit places, like where the organs are and where you can bleed out and stuff. So I get she knows what she's doing. He's okay. They're moving the case. They're moving the case closer to one of their offices upstate, and I just don't understand that. Like, I do, but I don't. Wouldn't you want to keep checking the area, keep checking the Lonely? They said the Lonely Highway was 200 miles long. There's no way that they checked the entire Lonely Highway. Maybe they're gonna move majority of the case up and leave some people there to keep searching. I don't know. But we have Trucker Betty now. Where the hell did she get a truck from? Like, she just out of nowhere acquires a truck, and she's like, I don't know, it's Betty. She probably stole it. She's got her ways. Betty is not giving up. She is going to find Polly. I'm telling you, I think Polly's alive. I really do. I really think Polly's alive. Part of me almost feels like maybe Polly's involved too. Like, maybe she made it look like she was prisoner and she's really a part of what's happening. I could see that being a thing too, but I need to think about this whole episode and dissect it before I give my theories for next season. Because what the F happened to Jughead? What the hell? All right, let's talk about Archie and Veronica first. Veronica has to stay with Chadwick because he's blackmailing her now, because he's saying that no one's going to believe her, that he made all of these shady deals with her business's name, her jewelry store. It was such a recent business. It's like, how could you not know all this stuff was going on? Well, we saw how, because of the whole previous few episodes of the season. That's how. She's got a lot on her plate. She also didn't think that he was going to be doing something like that. She wasn't aware of the credit card situation and the money situation, that they were in debt. Now, going back to when he canceled her credit cards, now it's very possible that he really did cancel the credit cards, but I also said that one of the options was that he spent all the money and they were in debt. So now I'm starting to think back to that. Maybe he was making it look like he canceled the credit cards, but he didn't. He spent all the friggin' money, so there was no money in there. But she has, like, her certain accounts and stuff, so they got around it with, like, what they could. I mean, he sucks. He sucks so much. And I know Veronica's very smart, so she's gonna figure out a way to get out of this. I'm like, let's just kill him, but I know that she is going to figure out a way to get one over him and be like, you can't hold me down as prisoner like this. Like, it's not gonna work. Do you know who I am? Like, she's good. She's gonna be fine. But for now, she's got to stay in New York, and that makes Archie upset. Archie knows that something else is going on. He's not stupid. She should have just told him about the pictures and the blackmailing. But at the same time, knowing Archie, he is a bit of a hothead, and he probably would have freaked out and ran down to New York and kicked Chad's butt. And he's got enough that he's dealing with over there. Why did the fire department not go to the freaking Groves? Like, I guess they just didn't have time to show it, but you built up this whole freaking thing about fire department and firefighters and how it's so important to have one, and then you have a giant fire, and then you don't show the firefighters? Like, at least show a scene or to show them, like, going, or, like, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in that. Maybe just because it hits close to home. Like, give credit where credit's due. These firefighters, their jobs are hard. They sacrifice their lives to keep people safe and to do the... Should have at least shown them. But I think that was really funny that, like, this freak windstorm, so the Thornhill didn't burn down. It's like, all right, Cheryl and Mumsy and Nana... strong will and belief made it not burn down, I guess. It created a windstorm. Hiram thinks that this whole plan that he had with the prisoners breaking out of jail and destroying the town and destroying the school, like, like, this is so good. I don't think it's as good as he thinks it is. Like, does he not know who these people are? Like, they're going to rebuild the town. They're going to rebuild the school. They're going to fix the things that were broken. Like, that's how they are. You can keep pushing them down all you want. They're going to get right back up again. They're not going to give up. So this is nothing. It's a minor setback for them. It's nothing compared to what they've been through. So I don't know why they were celebrating so significantly. I still feel like Reggie is going to flip by the end of the season and go back to his Riverdale roots. I don't think he is going to be on Hiram's side as much as he is showing. And I think Hiram's going to do something to significantly hurt him in some way, or just something, because even how he treated him when he was like, you disowned me, or you turned your back on me. I think he said, you turned your back on me during the football game. And it's like, Hiram, you told him he wasn't allowed to coach, that you were going to take over. And he said, fine, then I'm going to root for Riverdale. And you said, okay, go ahead. Like, you're just a sore sport because they actually scored and you didn't think they were going to, but I can't wait to see him go down in the second half of the season. Archie is being threatened by his general. What a douche. Like, I never even suspected that he would be the problem. I honestly thought that it was his friend and it was going to be something involving that, but there's still time for that to blow up in his face. I feel like the general might be able to get a hold of his friend and be like, yeah, like testify against him or say this against him, but I don't think his friend would. That's the thing. Like, I honestly thought the whole time that his friend was the one that was going to deceive him. But at this point, I think like he's like ride or die for Archie. He really does care about him and appreciate him. So I don't think the general is going to be accomplishing much by trying to get at Archie for doing that. Like, I think Archie's going to pull through for this one. And last but not least, where is my Jughead? Where is my Jughead? Where the fuck is my Jughead? Where is my Jughead? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Like, he freaking... Okay, so the last thing we saw was he woke up from what appeared to be a hardcore trip and hallucination off of these mushrooms. It didn't seem like he was hallucinating anymore. It seemed like he kind of came to and he was okay and he wasn't tripping anymore, but he saw this bright light shining down. Now, just because it looks like he didn't doesn't mean that he wasn't still tripping, but we see this light and that's that. He doesn't even walk towards it. He's just looking at it, and that's the last we see from him. And everything else was okay. Tabitha comes in and now there's a bloody handcuff. There's blood all over the floor. There's blood all over these pages of this novel that he just had written out of nowhere. He said he needed to deal with some past trauma, and clearly Jessica and Betty were part of that, but what the heck? I can't believe that Tabitha really didn't come back for him until the next morning. I mean, again, it could be this thing where it's like, oh, well, she said that, but there was only like 2 hours until morning, you know? I don't know for sure. Obviously, they're going to explain that more, I'm sure, in the next episode, but... I'm surprised, like, it's like, I've seen this in movies and stuff before where they call them, like, trip sitters. Like, somebody doesn't do the drug, and they're the ones that watch the people who are, so you make sure, like, that they're safe and that they're okay. And I knew that she wasn't going to be okay with doing it, but then seeing that he was going to do it anyway, she talked herself into it. She wanted to make sure he was okay. I get all of that. Why'd you leave him? Like, you literally walked in while he was shirtless dancing. And yes, he called her Betty, and I did not like that. And he shouldn't have done that. But he's tripping on drugs. And that's the point where you're like, all right, I've had enough. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, no, that's when you watch. That's when you sit there and you watch and you make sure he's okay. Because clearly he's tripping hard. I really wish that she was there, and she should have been there. But at the same time, if we didn't have that, if we didn't have her not there, we wouldn't have this discussion right now, and the show wouldn't be going in the direction that it was. So we needed to have something that led Jughead down this path. I just wish it wasn't Tabitha. I don't want to say like being neglectful, because she's not really being neglectful, but doing something which I felt was kind of a silly slip up, we'll say. But where the heck did he go? I really don't think they're aliens, but you know, I really think that it has something to do with Jingle Jangle and the drugs again, like the drug aspect of it, like how Polly was hanging out with, oh my God, the Ghoulies. It just went like right out of my head. In the beginning half, Polly was hanging out with the Ghoulies. Polly was doing drugs. Polly was, I think, dealing. Maybe not dealing, but she was acquiring and dishing out drugs somehow. And I don't know. I'm starting to feel I need to develop everything in my mind that just happened. And I need to think about things. And usually when I go back through the episode and I edit everything, then I get to see things like more in depth. And then I watch my two favorite reactors who do Riverdale, Abnormally Adam. And oh my gosh, I can't think of the other girl's name, but I need to look her up now. KY Nicole. That's her name. KY space Nicole. It's funny because they're both like polar opposites. Like she's super calm, reserved, like well thought out, kind of, gives her deep thoughts and opinions on things. And she's very, very smart. And Abnormally Adam, he's very intelligent, but he's like loud and all over the place. And like, he's so freaking funny with his reactions. I love them both. They're so good. But what I normally do is I watch their reactions and I see what their opinions are. And it helps kind of go through fan theories and figure out like different sides of different things and just like, how people interpreted the certain things that they saw, which is why I like, as part of the reason I do reactions is because I enjoy reactions so much, seeing other people's reactions and their opinions and feelings, that like I wanted to contribute to that because it's so fun. Like, I love talking in the comments and starting like fan theories of like, oh, did you think this, or what about that, or oh my gosh, I didn't even consider that. Like there are some things where like people will say and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I forget who the person was that commented, but thank you so much for bringing this up on my last promo reaction. What about Betty's cat? That's the real mystery. I hope the freaking cat's okay. That precious baby angel. Dobbie, I hope you're not listening to this. That precious sweetheart. Glenn's supposed to be watching the cat. Somebody better be watching that freaking cat. And isn't Betty missing her cat? Like, Dobbie torments me. Dobbie scratches me and bites me. Just before I picked her up to hug her, and she was like, ah, and bit my freaking arm. She's a little satanic devil, but I love her so much. And like, when I go away, which is rare, but I usually will go away like maybe for a day or two down the shore or something. I miss her so much. I spent a week in Disney a few years ago, and every single day, literally every single day, I was texting my mom and my brother like, can you send me a picture? I miss my angels so much. I love my animals. So Betty needs to be a little more concerned with her cat. Thank you for whoever brought that up. But that's my point. My point is that you get discussions and conversations going about things that you may not have even considered. And so please don't be afraid to comment. I love talking in the comments. I might not answer right away, but I will eventually answer. And yeah, so I guess that concludes our Riverdale. Sad. I am going to come out with a video for the promo. I didn't realize that they were going to have an episode 11 promo. I hope it's not a fan-made thing that I'm like not. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We're going to find out because we're going to jump into this now. So everyone throw a like up or dislike if you do or do not like what you see. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode and predictions for next season, for the next half of the next season. But I am going to do a predictions video at some point. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. And then you'll be ring-a-ling-a-ling in the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, including the promo reaction and the fan theories, the season theories. And don't forget to check down in the description for the link to my Patreon. It is $5 a month. That's $1.25 a week. It has all of my unedited reactions to Riverdale this season so far. The only one that's not on there is episode 1 because I was just starting off reactions at the time, and I did like a watch along kind of thing. And then I ended up putting video over it. And it was like this whole thing, but I didn't save the original full copy. So, but if you do go on YouTube and watch my reaction for the first episode of season 5, it's lengthier than most of my reactions. And I was able to put a lot more video and sound into it than is typically allowed because I kind of found a loophole through doing that. But I don't feel comfortable doing that anymore because I don't want my channel to get canceled. So my point is that episode 1 is on my YouTube and the rest are on my Patreon, full unedited. Go check it out. But I have other things on there like Bridgerton, Sweet Home, Alice in Borderland, Walking Dead I just finished too, Demon Slayer. I'm going to be starting, now that I'm not doing Riverdale, I'm going to, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Because I'm not doing Riverdale anymore, I was thinking about doing iCarly. I've seen iCarly before. I love iCarly, but I haven't seen it in years and years and years. And they're coming out with an iCarly reboot. Technically, I guess not a reboot. It's a continuation. So it's going to be iCarly, Spencer, and holy crap, I'm just like blanking on her best friend's name. The guy, the girl, Sam, unfortunately, is not going to be on the show. But I respect her wishes of not wanting to partake in it. Can't remember the kid's freaking name, but he's going to be on there, and it's supposed to be like an adult version of iCarly. Like, it's going to be like for like my generation and the generations that watched iCarly that are Miranda Crossgrove's age now. So I thought it would be really cool to rewatch iCarly because I think it's supposed to drop in the summer, and oh my God, I think there's like a freaking 100 episodes, but I was thinking of maybe doing that. It is dedication, though. That's a lot of episodes. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you're like, oh yeah, that would be really cool, let me know. Let me know in the comments, like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so I know I get a reaction for iCarly. But I need to go make tea. I've talked too much. My voice is hoarse. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on the first half of Season 5 Riverdale. I am so sad that it's ending, but it will be back in July. My birthday is in July, so I'm excited. That's like a little birthday present to me. It will be back, but we have the next 4 months to go over all of the wonderful 3.5 months. All the wonderful fan theories and motives and guesses and everything. So let's keep the conversations going. Let's keep Riverdale alive until July. So long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.